All right, we are on the record in reference to State of Florida versus Taub, T-A-U-B, and it's case number 2015 CT2955, and it's Cheryl Mary Taub, T-A-U-B-E. I apologize for that spelling. And Mr. Mason, I understand that you on Friday filed a motion to continue this jury trial.
I did. Ms. Taub is on her way up from downstairs. Her son's wheeling her up. They had to get her out of the wheelchair and have her go through the x-ray.
Okay.
She should be walking in or riding in any second now.
Right over here at the table, sir.
Okay, I can move to that chair if you'd rather.
No, you.
Okay.
I want you to stay right in there.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and for the record, Ms. Taub is now joining us, and I know that there are other cases on this docket this morning, and let me just read them all into the record. 2015 CT2955, 2015 TR 35823, 2015 CT1632, 2013 CT3544. Is that about it, Madam Clerk?
You said TR?
Yes, let me strike that. You're right.
I have 2015 CT2955, 2015 CT1632, 2013 CT4753, and 2013 CT3544.
All right, thank you. All right, so, Mr. Mason, today this case is set for jury selection on the charge of driving while license suspended or revoked.
Yes, ma'am.
And tell me what's happening this morning.
Your Honor, I had filed a motion on Friday once I got the documentation from Florida Hospital in DeLand indicating that Ms. Taub had just been released on Thursday evening, I believe, the 2nd, from a week-long or a number of days stay in Florida Hospital DeLand with acute pancreatitis. She has a number of other medical conditions. They released her with the instruction that to get bed rest. I didn't put that in my written motion, but I sent that as in the courtesy copy, the medical documentation from the hospital. I have another copy of that if the court needs it. The way I had received it, I couldn't combine the images into the PDF to do the filing. Ms. Taub, as she sits here today, is unable to assist or participate in her defense.
Okay. And State, I understand, based on the reading of this motion, you have no objection to the continuance?
Good morning, Your Honor. Steve Frisk on behalf of the state. That's correct, given everything that Mr. Mason has told me about the doctor's orders and the fact that I don't know if she is under the influence of pain meds or narcotics this morning or not, but if she is, I would have concerns about her ability to meaningfully assist Mr. Mason with jury selection and also to make decisions regarding anything during the trial, but to include her choice to testify or not testify. So for those reasons, I'm unopposed to the motion.
Mr. Mason, I understand the motion and the argument that you've made this morning, and let me be as crystal clear as I possibly can. These cases are going on 5 years old. There have been no resolved. In this particular case, and granted, these cases are following each other, but this particular case is going on 3 years old. If I understand the motion to continue, the date that you're looking at for a trial is January. I'm not looking at a January trial
That's the
date.
date the state had asked me to set it for.
5, how much time was the bed rest?
A week.
Okay, Monday. We'll pick a jury Monday morning.
And Your Honor, we do have another matter. If Ms. Todd, actually, we're going to have to file it separately. Ms. Todd is not prepared to do that today.
Your Honor,
What is the other matter, Counsel?
At this time, it's not right, but I can't do that without Ms. Todd being able to participate in that conversation.
All right.
Your Honor, Steve Frisk on behalf of the state, I'm actually not going to be in the state of Florida on Monday the 13th.
How about Tuesday, the 14th?
I'll be out until the
I know.
19th. I'm going to be in DC until the 19th, Your Honor. That's Sunday after that. And we've been working on getting coverage for the change of plea, VOPs, trial status, and the traffic arraignment during the week of the 13th through the 17th. So I won't be able to try the case that week. The reason that I was suggesting a January trial term is because, as Your Honor knows, we have a number of cases that are already set for November and December. And with the holidays and all of that, it seemed like it could be a little messy if we tried to fit it in somewhere.
I understand that, Counsel. My concern is these cases are backing up the court's docket, not just this court's docket, but litigants and defendants are entitled to have access to the court. And if we continue down this path, there is little access to the court because there's delay in setting cases on the docket. And certainly I understand your argument today, Mr. Mason, but I believe it was also the same argument made to Judge Green when I reviewed court files on prior dates. So I'll grant your request today. The question becomes for this court, when will the case be set for trial? If you have motions to file, file your motion. This particular case is 3 years old. If there's something you need to litigate, get it filed, because when jury selection is set, I will entertain no more motions. The only thing I will entertain is jury selection.
For me to file motions that need to be filed, I need Ms. Todd to be...
I understand, but we're going on 3 years, Counsel. 3 years for this particular case.
Mr. Mason, why don't you tell her what?
No, I'll tell
Did you
her.
tell her why?
I'll tell her when we file.
All right. She already knows that.
We're going to put this on the January trial docket. What's the trial status date for January? If you file any further motions to continue, I suggest you bring in the physician or whoever it is to come testify.
Your Honor, trial status is January 10th, and the trial meeting and jury selection is the 16th. Would you like the other 3 cases to follow?
Mr. Mason, I'll let you make that decision.
Yes, Your Honor.
This will be a jury trial. January 10th for trial status, January 16th for the jury selection. Mr. Mason, if you file a motion to continue, please bring someone here to come testify. I think 6 years going on for a case is a bit too long, Counsel.
I understand. I agree.
Okay. Anything else that we can do this
No, Your
morning? All right. Court is adjourned.